You're now tuned into the Recap with the GoodFellaz podcast. Man, we here for y'all, man. We here to talk about everything that y'all want to talk about. Everything that's going on in the world, whether it's politics, sports, entertainment, hot chicks, whatever it is, we here to talk about it, man. This is what we do on a weekly basis. And best believe tonight is not an exception. The usual suspects were in the building, minus my man Dab Noble and Big A. They're off doing GoodFellaz shit. But like I said, we in here, we holding it down, and we got shit to talk about. It's your boy Tommy Guns, alongside my man Shy Montana. What it is.
Opponents. It's the living legend, the rock star, mixing up the medicine.
And of course, as always, Heritage Hip Hop's own GoodFellaz, bringing his perspective to the show. What's going on?
Peace and love to everybody out there. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the videos because we are building this platform not only for you, but to document our culture. Salute to everybody out there.
Absolutely, man. And we can't go no further unless we acknowledge the man, super producer, my man, Mayhem Media's own Sajin. What's good? Yo, he's the cat that brings the show from 100 to 113. Salute to that man. So, yo, we in the building. We've talked Tiana Taylor. We've talked this Jadakiss an icon. Now let's switch gears for a minute. You know how we do, man. We can't go any further unless we give you the GoodFellaz picks of the week. Everything that's hot in the world of entertainment, movies, music, pop culture. It might be a book. You never know. We here to give you our picks of the week. So, with all that out the way, GoodFellaz, what is your GoodFellaz pick of the week?
I got two. For everybody out there that's been watching Loki, Loki's a great show. Marvel is still doing what they do to get people interested because every show is not the same. When they superhero, I just fight and save the day.
Yeah.
WandaVision was about perspective, and this show is about building stories. So Loki to me has been one of the best things to watch on TV for me personally. And the second one, I'm gonna go back to my comic book head. Salute to everybody out there like books, Blurred. We do Blurred Hop at heritagehiphop.com. Static Shock #1 came out, and it's been years since Milestone Comics has been out in the shelves, period. And with Milestone Media coming back, and when we were younger, we watched the Static Shock cartoon, WB, CW, whatever. We was a fan of the Justice League and Batman animated series era. You know, Static Shock. Well, Static Shock is back. They updated the story. It touches on how they got their powers, even makes it relevant. They go to Black Lives Matter rallies and the police bomb them and they get powers due to the gas that they use. So a kind of comic book read, seeing superheroes of color that's not Black Superman because we don't need that bullshit. We got like newer characters, and salute to my independent comic book heads out there because there's great books if you like comic books. Joystick Angels, Dreadlocks. You got many good books out there. So if you want to know more, you know, cheap plug, Heritage Hip Hop, Blurred Hop, but the books and comics are my pick for the week.
So Marvel has put out a couple of TV shows in between movies. We had Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, now Loki. So how would you rate Loki? I mean, it's only been 3, well, by the time you watch this, probably the 4 episodes out. How would you rate Loki so far compared to those shows?
I can't because they are three different. I think Captain America and Winter Soldier now. I think that was the best one because it has political overtones. WandaVision could be number 1 because of the creativity. Because everybody thinks they know what WandaVision is because it was Wanda and Vision, but it really wasn't. And how the show ended, you see about how she looks at the world and why they did the episodes each time. That was very creative. So that takes you back to when people watch TV to be entertained, not just to get spoiled, you know? This show, I like because it's groundbreaking storytelling. And if you're a real comic book head, you would have seen Stan Lee in the back in the wall. You would have seen Agent Sharon Carter. You would have seen certain little hints that they were dropping towards and how insignificant certain things are and how time is more relevant than stones. So they didn't like chop Thanos' legs off, who, you know, he may return. Think about that.
Oh, he definitely will.
But what they did was they're opening the gates for better and more, or not better, but different stories to be told. So that right there, Marvel deserves a lot of credit for that, because DC can't even tell a decent story on film.
Come on!
So salute the MCU for that.
That's what's up. Static Shock is you said issue number 1 dropped?
Yes, issue number 1 dropped. Since this is season 1 of the new books, every month they're bringing back the old milestone heroes, and Static definitely is one of the more popular ones, if not the most popular one, and it's worth reading. So if you're a comic book collector, go to your local comic book shop, get you Static Shock number 1 if it's still in print. They're probably on the second printing now, and it's definitely going to be worth some dough. And shout out to Michael B. Jordan, because he's attached to the Static Shock movie that's coming out very soon. So salute.
Oh wow, okay, that's what's up. Yo, man, shout out to my man Karev Yah, Heritage Hip Hop. Sha Montana, what are your GoodFellaz picks of the week?
All right, so on a couple levels, right? I saw a movie on, I'd like to say Netflix. It's actually one of the top 10 picks on Netflix, called Greater. It's about a player, I believe his name is Brandon Bullsworth or something to that effect. Never heard his story before that day, but it was very, very touching, man. It was a guy that I'm trying to figure. Yeah, his name was Brandon Burlsworth from Arkansas, actually. He was a real fat kid. He got into shape. He became a really good football player. Got picked up by the Colts, and then about 11 days after he got drafted, he died in a car accident. It's a very good movie. It's a very good movie. I suggest it. Again, it's on Netflix. As far as that's all I got as far as that. There actually is a movie from 2005 that I just found out today that existed. It was on Hulu. It's called Two for the Money. It has Matthew McConaughey and Al Pacino.
Really?
Yeah, it's about gambling. It's a real good movie.
Okay. What about that movie? I mean, those are some great actors. What about the movie in particular made you think like, yo, this is dope?
I mean, besides the actors, I mean, it's a lot about gambling, you know, and just sports betting. It's just you know, just the story. Just a real good movie. Like I said, kind of the story. I don't want to give too much away.
Okay.
On the music level, a couple of albums that came out that we haven't had a chance to discuss on the show. The Voice of the Heroes by Lil Baby and Lil Durk.
Ah, okay.
Definitely at least a 4-mic album.
Really?
At least 4 mics.
What standout tracks on that album?
I'll tell you right now, How It Feels, 2040, Hats Off.
Mm-hmm. Is that the vibe I get from? I haven't listened to it yet, but the vibe I get from the marketing that I've seen for it, as if they're trying to push it as if it's best of both worlds, what a time to be alive, but just for 2021. Would you say it's that type of vibe, or is just a different type of project?
No, it's a different type of project. I wouldn't say it's best of both worlds, because I personally, and this is just me personally, I think Lil Baby completely overshadows Lil Durk. Completely, like not even close. You know, I think Lil Baby's pretty much the next one up, if he's not already there. You know what I mean? Like,
he's definitely one of the top artists in the game right now. Lil Durk, I feel like he got a lot of shine on that Drake single. He, you know, he got the sing songy thing going on. He's definitely like a little more underground, but you know, not not in a bad way. But okay, that's what's up. Yeah, but okay. So you feeling that project?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
And another one that, although I would probably give it the same amount of mics, but is a little better, is that Culture 3.
How is that? I've only heard a few songs on it.
It's fire, man. It's fire. Yeah. I know Karev over there, SMH, but It's fire.
That joint with Drake they got is tough.
Yeah, no, that whole album, like Jay-Z himself complimented him on. I don't know if it was the whole album or the song Avalanche. They killed that album. They bodied that album.
Avalanche is dope.
Avalanche
is it
We'll hear from the hater in a few minutes, but what was it about to say?
I said Avalanche is a classic. They killed that. Offset went off on that. Not Offset, Takeoff. He killed that song.
Am I hearing correctly?
Word.
I thought he was gonna hate.
Nah, Avalanche is a classic. They
Avalanche is
that.
dope.
That and Straightening, those are two great singles, man. Excellent, great.
Yo, my personal opinion, I think Takeoff is actually the most lyrical out of all three of them.
I think he's the best one, period.
Easily.
I mean, Quavo, he's got the kind of auto-tune thing going on. I mean, he's just more commercial with it, but something tells me that Takeoff probably writes some of their rhymes and like gives it to them. Not saying all of them, but Takeoff actually spits, and I'd be like, wait, you're with the Migos?
Yeah, he I think Takeoff is the best one lyrically, of course. He had the best solo album out of all three of them. But actually, like, I sat down and listened to the Migos album. I still don't like them the way y'all do, but I will say Avalanche is definitely that is a serious track, and the tones of the old Motown era makes it even more resonant, so salute to him.
Shy, you wasn't expecting that, was you?
Not at all, bro. Because Karev, like, he's one of those that likes, a certain type of hip hop, which I respect, each his own.
What's up, man? Yo, don't get it twisted. Shout out to everybody tuned in right now to the recap with the GoodFellaz show. Don't get it twisted and think that because we have certain opinions that we haven't listened or watched or take notice of whatever it is we're talking about. We're not so, set in our ways where we refuse to acknowledge or accept or listen to whatever's going on. Nah, we've heard it. We might just not like it. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Shy, you got any more GoodFellaz picks of the week?
Our entire podcast pick of the week.
Okay.
I think that among other podcasts, man, like we're pretty much quality. Our quality is impeccable for the lack of experience we have at podcasting, and definitely shout out to Sajin. You would think that we have more experience than what we really have. You know what I mean?
Because we're just talking and these are conversations that we have when we're hanging out. Like, we just decided to record and shit. Like, we're not professional podcast casters or whatever the definition is. We just talk about, this is shit that we talk about when we hang out, man. You know what I mean? So, but special salute to super producer Sajin, because he definitely takes the show to that next level. You know what I mean? Yo, it's your boy Tommy Guns. Real quick, my GoodFellaz picks of the week. I'm gonna keep it in the entertainment TV realm this week. Rick and Morty, yo. I gotta put it out there. It's almost popular culture right now. The new season started Sunday. Not only was the first episode dope, but what I love about Rick and Morty, it's a cartoon for everybody who doesn't know for whatever reason. But it's a smart cartoon. It's a science fiction based cartoon, but it's smart. They have science fiction concepts that belong in movies, and they take they make fun of different movies and different elements from films. But the way they do it, it's not like dumb, like just when you think of cartoon shit. Like, it's smart. Some of the concepts they bring up in their show is like an episode alone could be a movie if they took that concept and ran with it and, had live action people. Like, without giving up too much of the plot of the last episode, which by the time you watch this will probably be, it's the first episode of the new season, but they've managed to incorporate the King of Atlantis, like a Namor type character, with a Narnia, you go through like a portal into like a different realm type of thing. They have like time travel elements. They have like almost a Matrix type of vibe going on. It's just dope. At the same time, one of the characters, Morty, the kid, is trying to bang a chick he's been sweating for like 5 seasons. So you have all that in the mix. And then you have Rick, who's like the smartest man in the universe, and is a total asshole. And it's just funny. Like, all the dynamics come into play. The parents of Morty are trying to get into a threesome without giving too much away. I'm saying, if you're watching this show, hey, too bad, spoiler alert. So they managed to incorporate all that into a half an hour show. It's amazing. So if you haven't watched Rick and Morty, not only should you check out the new season and new episodes, but make sure, if you got to go to Amazon and buy the DVDs, cop that, Like, consistently, they have great episodes. Like, you almost forget it's a cartoon. And to me, that's some of the highest praise you can give a show. Like, some of their science fiction, like their sci-fi concepts are the spin that they put on them. You're like, like, this is a cartoon? That's how ill it is. And it's funny as shit. And it's one of those cartoons, it's like a Family Guy as far as subject matter. So it's not like a kid's cartoon. It's definitely an adult cartoon. Rick and Morty, the new season is out. That's your boy Tommy Guns, pick of the week. So we are the GoodFellaz. Shout out to my man Sajin. Shout out to my man Sha Montana, Karev Yah of Heritage Hip Hop. Shout out to everybody right now tuned in on the weekly basis. We appreciate y'all. If this is your first time watching the recap, this ain't nothing. This is something light. This is just us chilling. Man, we got some shit for y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page, the Facebook page, and just search us on Instagram. You can see a whole bunch of clips and videos and all that. It's a lot more on deck, believe that. So on behalf of the bad guys, your boy Tommy Guns, Karev Yah, Sha Montana, super producer Sajin, we are the bad guys. Until next week, peace.